But this kind of thing it's everywhere, man. Because even in Christian communities, like
Oh
it's just as toxic.
It is.
Like the Christian divorce rate is like up to 25% now. Like
50.
it's crazy.
It's
50.
50.
It's 50.
It's crazy that the divorce rate is so high
Inside
in
the church.
quote unquote believers. So it's like, what are y'all living by? What are y'all really doing? Why are y'all getting married?
I think people have unrealistic expectations of marriage. You have these Disney fairy tales and these movies and stuff, and people have unrealistic expectations. Like, you think you'll get married and we live happily ever after. No, you just got getting started.
Facts.
I don't like Daniel today. That don't mean we divorce. It just mean, stay over there. I'll stay over here. I'll talk to you in a minute and see what we're gonna eat. But people have unrealistic expectations. Yeah, because we gotta eat stuff.
You gonna have to eat. Hey, you can be quiet till it's time for dinner. And then you like, man, what you
What we
hungry?
gonna do? What we gonna do?
Remember when we first got married, I had got mad at it. I don't even know why I was mad. I know I was mad. We had I don't know, we didn't have a disagreement or anything, but I got irritated with him. And so when I used to get irritated or mad, I would clean. Because it
Boy,
helped me calm down.
you would clean that house good.
He don't know how close he was to getting hurt. He talking
They're
about,
fabuloso.
I came in the house. I
he
was
talking
like,
about, it's real clean in here. You did a good
I
job.
said,
I'm pissed
boy,
off.
she's
And you over here commenting on him.
she heated. She want to fight.
I did want to fight him. I want to fight him.
I said, boy, this is nice. This is clean. It smells so good in here.
I want to fight him so bad.
She go in the room. She slammed the door. Boom.
What was that about?
I said, man. I go in the room. You mad?
Oh. That's the icing on the cake there, boy. When you ask them they mad and you know they mad.
Yeah, a lot of them, they just think it's a flip of a switch for some reason, and not knowing that you're marrying, even though hopefully you getting to know that person during the dating phase and asking tons of questions of real life scenarios. That's still a brand new person that you never grew up with.
Yeah.
So they grew up a different way on how to do things, on what their parents told them, what to touch and what not to touch, and the same thing as the other person.
Right.
So now you got to figure out how to communicate and navigate and understand why one person does something a different way.
Right.
And know how to go to that person and just be like, hey, I'm a little bit curious, why do you do it that way? Instead of coming at them, allowing it to irritate you by not saying nothing.
He did it on
And then
purpose.
coming at them so aggressively.
That's the biggest thing. Because people don't understand that. Like, you got two opposite people trying to become one.
Right.
And then on top of that, you have all of these habits that you're bringing into this relationship.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I had to learn. Like, some people get irritated by every habit that your partner brings into the relationship. If it ain't that big of a deal, let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It is not that deep.
It's not that deep. If it's not something that just totally irking you, and it's just really changing your whole mood,
Thinking about it, might have been the socks I was mad at.
let it go.
Might have been the socks. But anyway, so after I did all this fussing and stuff, now I'm like, shoot, I'm hungry.
Hungry. Gotta come
I can't
talk.
get food for myself.
They gotta come talk.
So now I gotta come out the door. Do you want me to cook? You want food?
It was one time, man. It's hilarious. It was one time. So Bria, when she puts the bread up, she ties it in a knot. You know what I'm saying? And for the longest period of time, I kept quiet about it. And I always thought to myself, I'm thinking to myself, I'm trying to figure it out in my brain. Instead of asking her, I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm in my brain like, man, why don't she just use the bread tie? That's what it come with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I'm thinking all the time, like, man, why don't she use this bread tie? Like it'll sit right next to it. And I'm thinking like, what's I'm thinking, So I was just like, you know what? Let me go and ask her. And then when I asked her, I was just like, don't come with annoyance or frustration or anything like that. Come to try and see, and be curious, like, hey, why is it that you do that? And she told me, whatever reason was, she told me what her reason was. And I was just like, okay, I mean, she still does it now. I don't trip about it. I just like, hey, I just wanted to know. It was frustrating me at first, but I was just like,
that was mine with the lotion.
Oh man, here you go with the lotion, man.
That was mine with the lotion.
Ugh.
Mine was with the lotion, and then I have a pet peeve about the dishes.
Yeah.
I have a pet peeve about his lotion. Like,
And
he has his own blanket because I don't want this lotion juice all on my side of the.
So she get mad. So she comes home, or she come get in the bed, and she like, it's so wet over here.
Lotion all on his feet,
Got lotion juice.
I'm over here trying to get comfy and stuff. And my feet is wet. I'm like, I got my own blanket. You don't touch my blanket.
And so, those pet peeves there, a lot of times those little pebbles become mountains.
Yeah.
In certain people's relationships, and it becomes a trickle effect, and it just starts to stack up and add up, and then now, next thing you know, you arguing about shoelaces.
Yep.
But it started way back on some stuff that you never addressed.
That's
and so, like, you have to just learn not to be as petty, like, and learn how to cover for your spouse.
I think I had to learn how to like address things that were bothering me. Like, he don't know.
Communicate.
He can't hear my thoughts. In my mind, I'm like, he should know how I feel.
Oh, my thing is
We've
this.
been together this long. You know that I don't like that, but he don't.
My thing, okay, if she leaves ketchup out, just put the ketchup up.
Yes.
I forget butter all the time.
Yes.
Like, my wife would go in there and she would leave out our whole refrigerator. If she cooks something, when I go in there,
Same here.
No.
it's gonna be everywhere.
I thought I was alone.
Butter, mayonnaise, ketchup.
First of all, if I
Cheese.
have cooked, you can clean. I have
It's not even by cleaning. It's just by putting it back in the
In her
refrigerator.
defense,
You are
she's
the sous
cooking,
chef.
so that's
Come
why.
and put stuff up as I take it out. You are the shoe.
I said, well, this butter bad. Let me go ahead.
That butter's still good.
He said,
Go ahead,
well,
put this butter out of here.
It's good. It's just
But
a
we
little
get
salt.
sick on that.
It'll be all right.
But at first I'd be like, man, why you leave? I used to be like, man, why you leaving this out? Like, why? And then it was just like, bro, just put it back in the refrigerator. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. Like,
Yeah.
you finna make a whole mess out of ketchup. Now y'all, the basis started on ketchup. Now you arguing about every other thing, and you could just put the ketchup in the refrigerator and had you a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now your
Yeah,
day
just-
jacked up.
Yeah. So I got like a confession because, like, with me, like when I take out the trash, for whatever reason, I forget to put a trash bag in there. I take the trash out, go on back to doing whatever else I'm doing. She come behind me, throwing some in there. You ain't put no trash bag in there. I got sidetracked. I went back over and started doing this, but now it's to the point to where, like, if I forget, she's like, I'm just covering your shortcomings with whatever with this, just like you cover something.
Not my
for me.
my lovely wife.
That track.
I gotta tell her, hey baby, hey, ain't no bag in there. Hey,
I don't look.
boy,
There's certain things that he just handles that I don't even think about it. I push it in there. I don't even look in the trash to see if there's a trash bag. I just don't think.
I come in the kitchen, it's all kind of trash in that bag. Ain't no bag in there.
I ain't even look.
I said, baby, ain't no bag in there. She talking about, oh well, I thought there was a bag in there.
Ask me how much gas is in the car. Have no clue. I just crank that thing up.
Oil changes.
Nope.
None of that.
There's certain things that I just think I know that he's gonna handle. So in my
Hey,
mind,
but
I know
that's
he's
the
gonna
bit.
put a trash bag in there.
Oh.
So I don't even look. I just
Well, now I don't do trash. My oldest do trash now.
yeah. Do the trash now.
Shout out to nephew, man. Get them chores, man. Build them chores up.
Uh-huh.